First of all, thank you everyone for taking out time on a Saturday evening for this discussion. I'm so excited that we have so many participants today. I'm sure a lot of interesting points will come up as we discuss the topic for today. So before we get into details, I would like to hear from each of you what technology means to you and what are those positive things that you can see in modern technology. So we can maybe start off with Adnan Bhai and followed by Huzefa Bhai and so on.
There are two Adnan Bhai. Which one?
Yes, that's a good one.
Big Adnan Bhai.
We can start
Big
with
Adnan Bhai. Big
M.
Adnan
Adnan
Bhai.
Ali Adnan. Sure, any Adnan Bhai. You decide which Adnan Bhai to go first.
Adnan Bhai, go ahead.
Sure, please.
No, you go. जनाब आप करिए अब.
Okay. Good evening. How are you, sir? Am I audible?
Yes, very much. I am doing great. Super, as usual.
Okay. Talking about technology, has now become a very important, let's say, a tool, or it has become a part of everybody's life. We cannot imagine our life without technology now on. Means we see technology everywhere. Right now we are using technology, and we are sitting at our own in our own offices, in our own places, and using technology and getting the benefit of what we are learning. Right. So we cannot exclude technology from our lives. And yes, if technology, if we are using technology and technology is not using us, then it is very beneficial. That is in our hands.
Sure. Thank you. What about the second Adnan Bhai? What do you think? What is your visualization of technology and how has it impacted your life?
Yes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Firstly, I would thank all Janab Sheikh Moiz Bhai, Janab Sheikh Huzefa Bhai, and Janab Sheikh Adnan Bhai. They are all the masters, and I am a little bit in their group, a little one. Technology is a sum of, for me, technology is a sum of techniques, skills, and method, and a process used in a production of any goals or goods or services. In other words, to simplify, to understand it, it is a development and a use of a basic tools. Technology helps us to work in an easy format way and help us to reach our object in less time. But today, technology itself have developed so much that it has become a basic necessity for human being, like mobile, internet, Wi-Fi, laptop, and etc. But if the technology gets addicted to the human behavior or becomes a very crucial part for the human, it's a disadvantage of it. So today, as we are discussing on topic, what is technology? So technology for me is a tool. What Adnan Bhai said is a tool, and it is beneficial only if we use it in the right way.
Thank you. Fantastic point, Adnan Bhai. You said technology has made your life simpler. At the same time, there has to be a responsible way of using technology to avoid any kind of addiction or overusage, which is also equally harmful. Am I right? That's the point you wanted to make.
Yes.
Super. So what does Huzefa Bhai think about this? So how is technology impacting your life? Are you addicted to technology? Are you is it helping you? Has it made your life simpler? Please tell us about it.
First of all, thanks to Allah. Give us such a marvelous instrument called technology. I think if anything we use in our life properly, in proper way, is beneficial for human beings. And anything uses of excess is harmful for human being. Same in this proportion, technology is very beneficial. I think 50-50. Many advantages in this era. We not have to go any shop for anything, for any purchase. Online, we can buy anything with easy way of payment mode, anything. But if you tell me and ask me, disadvantage is also too much. Like addiction of technology, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, etc. Radiation from this technology very harmful for human being. So in my view, it is very beneficial for human society. Like Adnan Sheikh Tahir Bhai told that if we use in a proper way, in a fixed time, it's very beneficial. But if we addicted, I am also too much addicted. So very harmful for our body and for our life. Technology connected us and also isolated us, both.
Excellent.
Today, the last session I attended with Alka ma'am. She gave me 10 topics. Very nice topic. And I told her, I want to talk about every topic. So thanks to Vani, provide us a marvelous platform for improving my language, my confidence level. So this happened because of this technology. I don't know who is Sid, who is Alka ma'am, but because of this technology, I can take advantages. So thanks to Allah, give us and born me in this age. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Josefa Bhai. You brought a very interesting point regarding the health hazard. So thank you very much for that. And you also spoke about the benefit in terms of time savings, that is shopping online, which was never even imagined maybe 20-25 years ago. Now we have got 5-minute delivery and 6-minute deliveries. So that nobody could even think of 2 decades ago. So super point. We will move on to Moez Bhai. So Moez Bhai, when was the first time that you were introduced to technology? We'll come back to you, Josefa Bhai. We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you again. Moez Bhai. So are you there? Moez Dargawala Bhai.
Yes.
When was the first time you were introduced to technology in your life?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good evening, one and all.
Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Your question changed. Said you changed the question.
No, I have just asked you
I
when
suppose
was
I
the
had to.
first time in your life
Yeah.
were introduced to technology?
Actually, I'm not recollecting when was the first time, but I remember the joining classes in 1995, computer classes, 1994 or 95. After completing my Jamia years, when I was out of Jamia University, so I joined the computer training classes. So that is what I remember. That so technology is phone also. You used to use SD calls, make SD calls from Jamia. So that is also a technology, right?
Yes, indeed.
So many things. Fan is also a technology which gives us air, AC, fan. Everything is technology. Mic, we use mics, is a technology, right? To reach to our audience is a technology. So all these things are making our efforts easy. In short, so if I want to quote a dialogue from a film, so technology or machine is a thing which reduces the human efforts. So this is what I remember. Since
Excellent.
childhood, what I recollect since childhood, we are known about the mic system, right? Mic system, which we use to deliver speeches, to perform anything, any religious rituals. So mic is first technology. Fans, cars. We used to travel in cars. The technology.
Sure. I think Moise bhai, I loved your point. You gave very, very simple examples, yet very practical examples, saying that we have evolved with technology. You're right. We have seen STD calls, we have seen fans, air conditioners. Everything is a evolving technology. It is not that technology has suddenly come in the last 5 years and we saw mobile phones. So it has evolved over the years. So every generation is going to see a new form of technology coming up. Fantastic point. Something that reduces human effort. You're influenced by that movie, or you have read the dialogue. I mean, you read the definition, whatever. But you have simplified it for everyone. Thank you so much. So we will move to Zohair bhai. What brings maximum happiness to you when we talk about or think about technology?
Uh, First of all, the technology is the development of human intellectual. Every day we introduce to the new technology. If we see the uh, history of human civilization, so first of all, the human eat the food without cooking. So when they cooked first time in fire, it is the first technology, like the Moizwai. Then they develop clothing, then they develop wheel. So every day, human brain progresses and it goes forward, and we introduce to new technology. So new technology and using the technology is the uh, development of human intellectual. So if we use any technology, so it brings happiness to us. I am uh, thinking on this point as uh, happiness and first of all, essential thing in our life, like the air and water, is the communication. We are communicating from the birth to the death, consciously or unconsciously. You are the expert of the communication, that communication is 95% non-verbal and only 5% is verbal. So we are communicating 24/7 with consciously and unconsciously. So this communication needs so many technology. Like Moiz Bhai Ragawala told, like we uses mobile, so many things unconsciously we uses it. And first of all, the very huge and very massive happiness in my life is that technology connect us with each other, and technology connect us with my holiness Sayyidna. Every time I see him on the internet, Sayyidna is sitting in Nairobi in Africa, and I see him and I listening the sermon of Sayyidna at that time sitting in Ratlam. So what like this? What happiness like this?
Super brilliant point made by Zohair Bhai. Just loved it. The biggest disruption in technology is in communication, the way we are interacting with each other, and that is the basic need of humankind. For human beings, the basic need is communication. Society evolves because we communicate. And that is where we have seen the biggest disruption. And he also gave about geographical barriers. Super. Thank you so much for it. We'll come back to you, Zohair Bhai. We'll move on to Hatim Sheikh Abbas Bhai. So what do you think about technology? Has it given you happiness? Has it made your life simpler, or has it made it more complex?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Technology means social media is a space where we can connect socially and engage in any kind and helpful behavior, like activities that have been shown to boost health and well-being. So technology has given us access a lot of health and wellness resources and make our life easier than ever to build and practice skills like gratitude, mindfulness, and emotions and regulation of time. I have seen in my life that technology is very well-being, and from that I have seek many kind of knowledges, and especially in the period of pandemic time, in especially in time of lockdown, I have achieved many certificates via online, and like we see that we are using Vani, so it is helped us to uh, increase our communication skills and language and uh, make us achievable of a level in especially in the English language. So I think that technology is and it is we can see that technology can do both, has pros and cons. Despite having such unique advantages, like technology, especially in social media, is considered one of the most harmful element also in society. If social media is not properly or is not monitored and disciplined, it can lead to grave consequences. And as I see in pandemic also that there was a game called Shark or something on Android phone, on Android platform. So the consequences of that game, that especially teenagers are so applied to that game that whatever they are asking to do, they can do. In some of cases that some children have do scratches on their hands, and some have take their own life because they are following the game rules, and by inspiring them and understand that the game is something which will lead their life to the lavish life. So I think that the technology is upon us, that how we use the technology in the good manner or bad manner.
Sure. Good input regarding social media. Yes, social media has definitely created a lot of issues because people post a lot of things on social media, and it has led to mental health issues. Others watch social media, they think everybody is doing well in life, and that leads to frustrations also. You see, your college friend, your relative posting all pictures there and the others get frustrated seeing those good pictures. So that is the main cause of frustration. So good point. We will move to Ali Asgar Bhai. So please tell us, how has technology made your life simpler, and has it given you space and time in your life to do other things?
Hello everyone. I would like to uh, continue about what Janab Sheikh Zohair Bhai said, that from starting of the era, humans are improving and inventing everything, and now in this era, I can't, the technology is the best invention I can say in this era, as technology has or have connected us, as Hatim Bhai said, that it has pros and cons. So I will say that positive impact of technology is technology has connected us, and in negative impact we can say that it has connected us who are far from us, and it has disconnected us who are nearby because of the addiction of this technology, because of the addiction uh, to mobile phones and to all social media networks. It has disconnected us who are our nearbys, who are our relatives, and similarly it has connected us with our family who are far away from us, as I am very far away from my family here. So I can say it has connected us because of this technology.
Awesome. I think you made a splendid point here. This is directly contrasting Zohair Bhai's point. So Zohair Bhai made a point that it has broken down all geographical barriers. Now you can sit anywhere and talk to anyone anywhere. But on the other side, the person sitting in your house, he is using his mobile and you are using your mobile, and both are not connected to each other. You are sitting next to each other in a restaurant, but you're talking to somebody else in some other country. So that is the disadvantage of technology. Very well said. Thank you so much. We now go back to the first Adnan Bhai, and I want to know, uh, would you trust anybody you meet on the internet? This is again a point which Huzefa Bhai said, we have never met Sid, we have never met Alka ma'am, but still, I've benefited so much from this learning. So like that, if you meet people only online, because we are moving to the virtual world, everything is becoming virtual. We don't even meet people in the physical world. So would you trust people and do transactions with people without meeting them in person? Adnan Bhai, over to you.
Yeah, talking about the trust, I don't think so. That trust which is developed while connecting with the people which we meet, whom we meet physically, the trust level with them is very much high compared to the trust which we built meeting people on the internet. Yes, but as you mentioned that speaking about the transactions and the things, technology has made us so much so much, means what can we say, that we have indulged in it and we want our lives so much easy that we have to do, we are doing it, means we are taking risks, right? Are you speaking particularly about banking transactions or other transactions as well?
Any transaction, it need not be banking.
Yeah.
If you meet somebody on the internet, would you trust him with your money or any other transaction?
Yeah. Means I mentioned that we are the technology has made our life so easy and we want it so easy that we are taking that kind of risks. Means we just transact easily. We don't even care that this platform or this person is it trustworthy or no, and just we prefer that okay, I'm being served with my thing and I'll get my thing on my doorstep, so I should go ahead with this. So yes, I think so that the trust level there is a this is a debatable topic obviously, but the trust which is built with the person which you work physically with is not that much in the virtual world.
So it is debatable. Yes, I agree. So let's put this up for debate. We'll move on to the second Adnan Bhai and hear what he has to say.
Yes. Internet. What is internet? Or I would like to trust. The question is raised that would you trust someone, and via on the technology. We take an example of internet. Internet is what is internet? Internet is artificial intelligence. Trusting via internet, like what Adnan Bhai said, transaction of banks and everything. Trusting via internet is like there is a big difference between a mentality and reality. For example, if you make a design via an artificial intelligence of a room, but when you implement it on the basis of reality, difference comes out from it. Means it shows the difference between the artificial and reality. So here is a loophole that you can't trust by via technology. I would give an example that I've read an article about it. There was studying about a business about trusting based on the trust. Okay, there are three elements of trust for a leader. Of he wants, if he or she wants his people of his organization to believe in. The first is the positive relationship, which indulge staying in touch in the issues and everything. Second is the good judgments. A leader will when will a leader will give a good judgment? When he is well informed and well knowledgeable. And third is the consistency. Like you have to there is a point that a business a CEO will always walk the talk, walk the talk with his employees. So while working offline, you can trust, but while working online, these three elements are can't be covered in anybody. So for me, trusting via technology is very disadvantage and difficult.
Thank you. So I'll take that point and I will go to Moiz Bhai now. So Moiz Bhai, what do you think? There were cheats and there were conmen even before technology came. People were getting cheated of millions of billions of dollars even before technology came. So why that trust? Yes. So why that trust deficit using technology? People were cheating even before there was internet, right? Moiz Bhai?
Yeah, the voice was breaking right now. It's clear.
Yeah, let me repeat. So cheating was happening even before technology, before the internet came. So why are we having a trust deficit now because of the internet?
So you are asking me to answer that question?
Yes, yes.
Only one more is one.
Okay.
In this session.
Can you please again repeat the thing? Repeat your question.
Yes.
Can you repeat your question, please? Internet before technology, before internet, right?
Yes.
Okay. People are getting cheated by before internet also and now also. So both things. There is one point I want to specify. Specifically, I want to speak about. All the points are valid from both Adnan Bhai, that trust deficit in person. If you are meeting a person offline or physically, the trust and the bond you made with that person is different on a different level, and if you are meeting online, what I want to mention is said you have introduced your company, Vani company, to DAWAT-E-HADIYAH. So first you have met someone, right? Physically, you may have meet someone, some authority in DAWAT-E-HADIYAH, and you had introduced your product. That this is how we are going to go through our program. So first you meet in person, and then you introduce your app, right? This is one thing. Second thing, while transacting on internet, if there is a reputed company, say is a government company, IRCTC, some reputed companies, not an individual, Amazon, Flipkart, or the companies which are reputed, so we can trust and we can transacting and we are trusting that they will be delivering the product. They will also taking back the product and refunding our amount also. But when you are interacting on internet with individual, then there is a question of trusting, how we are going to trust that person. So that is the point I want to mention.
Good input. I think you brought a fresh perspective. Trusting individuals versus organizations, that's point one. And point two, within organization, large organization, well-known organization versus some unknown, small, tiny organization. Great point. Huzaifa Madrasi bhai, what is your take on this? 3 people have already commented. I want to hear from you.
Sir, it's upon us, all my colleagues, talk only on the topic, only on money transaction. I would like to talk on, you ask on trust, right, sir? Hello? On
Yes,
trust.
yes.
So it's not about money only. It's about relation and many other things. So in my view, it is also a 50-50%. It's upon us. It's upon our IQ level. Moise bhai told before me about Vani, about Amazon, IRCTC, etc. Same in relationship. Many people connect male and female also on WhatsApp, Twitter, etc. So very harmful if we not inquire anything about transaction, about relationship, because this can disadvantages. So young generation misuse too much this technology. Even like IRCTC, Amazon, all are reputable. So
वहां से ले आए
वहाँ पर कोई चला जाए तो ले जाए 5 मिनट बोल देंगे ना तो ये भाई को लेके जाऊँ
Huzaifa bhai, are you done?
hello.
Yes, please go on.
So, sir, it's upon us, it's our IQ level, that how we maintain money transaction, relationship. So, in my view, especially in relationship, not male, female, any type of relationship, we don't trust anyone on media platform. If we know directly, then it's too good for us. And if we want to transact money transaction, we must to choose a reputed company only. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Josefa bhai. Good point. You brought up the point of relationships. It is not just about money and financial transactions. It's also about nurturing, building relationships in a digital world. Thank you so much for that. We will now move to Hatim Sheikh bhai. We will talk about technology in schools. We have seen many schools, especially in Bangalore, where they started off, deploying robots to teach in schools. And of course, online also, despite having so many teachers available, we are still using technology for teaching. Right. So what is your opinion? Can robots replace teachers? Can technology completely replace teachers? Do you require human coaches or do you require bots? You're on mute.
No replacement for teachers.
Okay.
First of all, I want to elaborate about the robots, that robots can play an important role in the education of young people, but will never fully replace teachers, because the education system are only as good as the teacher who provides the hands-on schooling. Because the robots simply can't match human teachers in the quality of education which the teachers physically provide to the students. In fact, they won't be able to for at least the next decade, I think so. However, it is possible that no robot will ever be good enough to replace teachers completely, because because there is because some robots are what we put in the robot, only they will seek and pursue the knowledge what we have implanted in them, but teacher can collect from anywhere and give the best out of it, like that the robot can't teach the disciplines and manners, but like because physical teacher can teach the both ways. And in our system, in especially in India, the role of a teacher is like we that is a guru, and we respect that with our heart. That we know that Eklavya, who cut his thumb for his master, who seeking him the knowledge of archery. So it is, if the robot will teach him, if I do not think so he will give his thumb, because the affection between the humans are not as just the affection between the robots, because it's seeing that it is a machine. I have to do what he said to me, but if a human being can teach me, so it will be from his happiness, from his loving point, and from many of his aspect can I feel and I will respect the teacher, and the teacher can also create a proper human being, because education is not a knowledge is of taking some degrees. Education is the to being a perfect human being for humanity, and it shows that if someone gets the perfect teacher, a role model, so his life will be as a good human being can be counted in the humanity, and it will serve the humanity in every field.
Thank you. Super.
Sir,
So
robot
let me come back. I have some points to take to Zohair Bhai right now. So Hatim Sheikh Bhai made a point regarding nurturing values, treating, getting those human values in people, which only a teacher can bring, not a robot. But Zohair Bhai, let's think of grown-ups. So we are not teaching school children. Let's take the example of maybe a Vani program itself, where we are teaching grown-ups. So instead of having Hema Naidu or Uma Balan or Alka Mishra or Kavita Shivprasad, if we depute robots to teach you or coach you, would you prefer that? Zohair Bhai.
First, I ask you the question. The robot replace the mother?
Sure.
What you say?
We are not talking about school children right now. We are going to talk about
No.
adult programs.
Yeah, anyone it is, adult or children. The teaching is like feeding. Mother feeds the child. Okay, so every teacher who teach any kind of student, he is feeding, like the feeding. So Robert can't take the place of mother. So Robert is like the Robert can't feed in any stage. In children, there is a milk, and in adult there is a biryani. Okay, so Robert can't give us the biryani. Mother or father can give us the biryani. So there's
I want to add a point to Janab's point. What they call is teacher is a second mother.
Second mother, yeah. Second mother or parents, both are. He is both parents, teachers the parent. So but can't take place of the parent. Okay, yes. Human being teaches us via this webinar or internet. So this kind of energy we can use for the adults. That kind of energy we can use.
Sorry, Janab. Can I tell one thing? Add one thing?
Yes, please.
You told that robot not give us the biryani. In my view, robot give us a marvelous and excellent taste of biryani. Yes, but not emotion. Emotions not mixed with that biryani.
Robert can serve the biryani from the kitchen to you, but he can't make the biryani.
No,
he can't feed you. You get my point. He can't feed you. This is about the feeding, not bringing the biryani. It is the technical.
And also,
bringing
sir, in
from
my
kitchen to you, it is the technical way. Feeding.
In my
you know, also, in our kutubs, there are the education is like feeding. Rasulullah told that mother's feeding change the human being's character. So that is the knowledge change the characters.
Thank you. Huzaifa Bhai, you wanted to add something?
Yeah. Sir, very interesting topic. In my view, robot replace teacher and do a marvelous job, except emotions are not available. Only one.
Not at all. It is the totally wrong concept of Robert as a teacher. Robert can do anything but not teaching.
No. How you told, sir? This is my view.
Yes,
everything.
Okay. You are right. You are right. And I am also right.
I'm not talking that I am right. This is my view. I am not force you to accept it.
All right. So
I can add one. I want to add one point. In Huzaifa Bhai point.
Emotion is not.
I want to add one point. A good teacher can use technology or robots as a teaching aid to enhance the learning of our students.
Right, sir. Right.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Right.
I would also
Hello.
like to add a point.
Everyone-
I would also like to add a point that a robot is an artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? It seeks to stimulate human intelligence. So in a machine, so it means that it's duplicating or it's pretending to be teacher. So it does not have the quality of a teacher. It just pretends to be teacher. Yes. So the teachers are unique in themselves. Janab Sheikh Moiz Bhai has served as a principal in Safia High School, Mumbai. So he knows very well.
Awesome. Adnan bhai, you made a good point. In fact, I can put it this way. We have smartphones and dumb humans. Right? So smartphones have made humans dumb. Great. So I'm mindful of time. We have a lot of interesting perspectives coming in, but since we have to keep track of time also, before we close, one last question for all of you. I want you to tell a few tips on maintaining a healthy balance between technology, using technology for our benefit, while taking care that it does not do us any harm as well. And this will also go to all our viewers who are going to see this video after this show ends. So we'll start with again.
Can I go first? Can I go first?
Oh,
Can I
sure.
go first?
Want to go first? Moiz bhai,
Sorry. Adnan bhai, if Adnan bhai doesn't mind.
Sure, please.
Yeah, Janab, please go ahead. Please.
There is one documentary called Social Dilemma. I think I assume that everybody has seen this documentary. The creator of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all had said that after creating this thing, they are saying that we had created a thing which is addicting the human beings. So what that's suggested as a remedy for this thing, that every smartphone has a digital well-being app or a software in the smartphone, a digital well-being. So we can track the record of our use of our mobile phone, how much we are using that, which app, how much time we want to use, how much time we use. I want to be on WhatsApp or Instagram or any news app. So we can keep a track record of our users of our mobile phone, and in a way we can control ourselves and limited ourselves to using control ourselves to we are using this smartphone and technology for our benefit. So I request everybody, if everybody having a smartphone, can initiate this program, digital well-being in their phone, and set timer for every app.
Sure. Thank you. So let's go to Adnan bhai now. The first Adnan bhai, then the second Adnan bhai, and then the rest.
According to me, we are not living only one life. We are living many lives. Means we are living a social life. We are living a family life. We are living an academic life. We are living an occupational life.
Sorry, sir. What? Sorry. What's your question?
Question is tips for maintaining a healthy balance between using technology for our good versus getting addicted to it.
Thank you, sir.
Should I continue?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that these are different perspectives of one's life, which a human being is living. So one should dedicate his time in every part of his life. Means he should dedicate some time for his family, some time for his academics. But what happens is if one gets carried on with technology, I think that he is not aware that he is sacrificing and compromising with his different perspectives of life. Means if one is only occupied with his occupational life, so he doesn't care about, means he's only sitting in front of his computer and he's only giving time to his work, and he's not dedicating time for his family. So there should he so every person should set specific goals and targets for his lives, which has to be achieved, and he should track his records, as Janab Moizbai mentioned. So this will help in controlling technology, not technology controlling you. This is my point.
Thank you. Adnan Bhai, the next Adnan Bhai.
Yes, I will also continue the point of Nanbai, my big one. So I will just add a small one, that life is as he said, okay, like we should have a targets and goals. But I have just touched my heart in when I was studying in Jamia Sefa. One Janab told me that make something your passion to balance the technology usage of good and vice versa bad. You have to make a passion in your life which will help you to balance regarding everything, regarding technology, regarding a relationship, regarding every distraction. It is like an enclosure. The passion is an enclosure for everything. It will lead you to the right pathway. Like if you don't have the aim, when you sit on the train without knowing which does the train goes to Ratlam or does the train goes to Ahmedabad. So if you don't know your destination, you will be left out. So we should make we should make our destination and a passion in our life, which will lead to our final destination.
Thank you. Hatim Sheikh Abbas Bhai, your tips for our audience.
Technology can do both the things. It can be a healthy or unhealthy. It's upon the user in which way he use that. I told personally of my life that in Jamia we are not using the phone, so I'm very health conscious about myself, and I'm going to gym daily and going to swimming and in the ground to for sports. So from being away from the technology like mobile phone or TV and something. So I'm about health conscious myself. But after finishing Jamia and especially in lockdown time, I put all the exercise of my health conscious, and I'm not taking the diet properly. And you see, my body is full of we say that it become unhealthy because I'm not because it is because technology, because of the web series, movies, and all kind of games, and so if it's upon the user that in which way he using that there's a window, okay, in on the internet, but on on surfer, which window he open, the window from which he gets the benefit and seeking knowledge, or from the window that he is seeking the some mischievous or that kind of videos and that thing. So it's my way that upon the user that how he use the technology in his life.
Thank you. So moving on to 1178 Ali Asghar Bhai. What are your tips for the audience on maintaining a healthy balance? Are you there? I think he's frozen. Oh, okay, so we will move to Zohair Bhai. Your inputs for our audience.
This is not about technology management. It is about self-management. How we manage ourselves in our life. It is nice said that everybody should have their goals in their life, and according their goals, we should manage our life. And it is on our goals and our schedules that how we manage ourselves. It is the management of ourselves. So what will be our schedule according to our goals in life? It is depend on everything. Like you, Mr. Sid, you have to use the technology from morning to evening because your goal and your occupation is like this. So it is depend on you. It is depend on me how I manage myself. So it is the self-management. So everyone who have the control and the self-management, they have the control on their life.
Thank you. Josefa Madrasi bhai, your inputs for our audience.
Before I talk on this topic, I'm sorry to Janab Sheikh Zohar bhai. I don't want to disagree with his opinion. He is my respected Janab. I just want to share my opinion that only disadvantages of robot is we are missing only emotional attachment. That's
okay,
why
now
I
it
don't
is
want
another question. Now you go to further.
Yeah. So
but
that's
you
okay.
go
Josefa
further.
bhai.
Zohar bhai.
Josefa bhai, we want to hear your pro tips for our audience on how to maintain a healthy balance between using technology and getting addicted to it.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult to maintain. Frankly speaking, I want that I don't use WhatsApp, but it is my it must that I use this technology to connect with my religious activities and all other things in this world. But frankly speaking, I don't want. So in my daily routine, when I set for taking food, I silented my mobile. When in my sleeping time, I silent my mobile was on aeroplane mode. So from last 3 or 4 years, I done these things. But in reality, I am very disturbed by this technology. I don't have word, मजबूरी है यूं कि उसको यूज करना पड़ता है, छुटकारा नहीं है उसके लिए, इसलिए but frankly speaking I don't want, because of many disadvantages, radiation, etc. Time wasted on if we don't manage properly, because we addicted. So it must that it's upon us that how to use this technology advantages. Time management to take highest advantages from this technology. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So I
At
think
the last, I pray to Allah to give our religious leaders and Mufaddal Saifuddin Aka healthy and prosperous life till the day of judgment. Ameen.
I'm really sorry. My apologies. My power went out for 2 times, and I haven't contributed in this discussion.
Sure. Would you like to give some tips to our audience on how to maintain a balance between using technology for our advantage and avoiding any distractions and harmful effects?
I would like to say that if just what I have experienced and what I am experiencing now, that if we use technology, if we use mobile phones and we are very much addicted to it, some things go missing. As while educating our child, my child, I use more more mobile phone, then he is also been addicted to mobile phone. So if we stop using it and limit our time for using it, then we will be having a better relation with our child, and he will be feel more affected by us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all your valuable inputs.
Thank you, sir.
It was wonderful discussing with all of you.